Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 8th, 2022. It is getting closer to my birthday. We got one more day for my birthday. Then I get old. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm not telling you guys my age. I know I don't look old, but I could say I'm almost in my 30s, okay? I'm almost in my 30s. Oh, my God. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not 30. I'm not turning 30 tomorrow. I'm almost to my 30s. Couple more years. Almost to my year. Almost 30. Couple years? Yeah, a couple. You can call it a couple. A few. What is a couple? 2 or 3? Is that a couple or a few? I could say a couple for you guys, okay? You guys could guess that if you want to. But right now, we got some NXT to talk about because we found out who won the Women's Breakout Star Tournament and will have a chance to go for a Women's Championship match. I believe the Women's Tag Team titles are part of it as well. The person could cash in for the tag titles. I believe just like the men's, they could cash in on any title. The North American title, the NXT title, and the tag titles. So, I believe so. I believe that's the same thing with the women's, because there's only 2 titles for the women. So I hope both titles are allowed to be cashed in by this woman. I don't think she's going to win the NXT Women's Championship right away, but I think the tag titles, she could win. Tag titles are easy to win if the tag team doesn't cheat. So yeah. I think the tag titles are the easiest ones to win. The singles titles, mostly the world title, because you have to win number contenderships. And the mid-card titles, yeah, they're like the same thing as the world title, but you might get more opportunities to the mid-card titles than the world titles. Just like Bobby Lashley, he's getting another shot at the mid-card title, maybe. Not a lot with the world title, so maybe because Roman Reigns is not showing up for the whole June, so let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember a lot of big segments except for one. Braun Breaker came out talking about he beat Joe Gacy, and then he says he wants to know who's next. He's the next Goldberg. Who's next? And ladies and gentlemen, another Monday Night Raw superstar made his way to the NXT arena. And his name is Apollo Crews. Apollo made his return to NXT, I believe it was 2016, wasn't it? That the last time he was in NXT? 2016? He did leave NXT a little too early. The guy deserves to be a champion, but NXT, when he was in NXT, they only had 2 titles in NXT, and that's the tag titles and the NXT Championship. Never had the North American title while he was there. Now he could win it. Maybe he could win the NXT title because he wants to be next in the future for the shot of the NXT Championship. So let's see what happens. So that happened. They shook hands. They had no brawls happen. So I'm guessing Apollo might be a good guy or a bad guy, because Commander Aziz wasn't with him, and he did not have the Nigerian accent. He just acted like his normal self, but he still had the same entrance, same music. So, and not the motion, just the music. So that happened. Carmelo Hayes was doing a promo talking about his celebration of the championship the one that he won. And then Solo came out and says he wants the title shot, and then Grayson Waller came out and said a whole bunch of words that nobody cares. And then 3-on-1 handicap beatdown happened and all that stuff. And then Solo says he wants Grayson Waller and Carmelo Hayes on NXT, and that's what he got. He got a handicap match. That's what we think. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the matches. We got Josh Briggs will be versing Von Wanger. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody could beat Von Wanger. The guy's a dangerous man, throwing people to the tables, to the crowd, all this stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Josh Briggs. With a little help with Brooks Jensen's cast and from Fallen Haley distracting the referee, Josh Briggs gets the win. Then we had Nathan Frazier will be versing Santos, and Santos has to listen to Tony D'Angelo. They were just like, they're like butlers. Legado. They're like butlers. What happened to Lopez? Lopez is part of Legados, but walking Raw Medusa or Cruz was their driver. Santos and Walking Wild has to open the doors for them. Act like they're bodyguards. I don't think Santos likes that. Even he has to change his entrance attire. He always wears a mask. Now he has a bandana over his face and a weird coat. And all that stuff. But during the match with Santos and Nathan, Tony doesn't like how Santos wrestling. He wants to see better things and all that stuff. But at the end, I believe Dimes slides in a crowbar to Santos, hit Nathan with it, but he said no. He slides it back to them, and Nathan gets the win. Then we had Roxanne Perez will be versing Tiffany Stratton for the knockouts for the NXT Women's Breakout Star. And ladies and gentlemen, I was hoping that Roxanne wins this, and guess what? She won the match. Roxanne deserves to become the champion, but not the NXT Women's Champion. She still needs to learn on that. She needs more wins to become the NXT Women's Champion. But the tag team titles, I think she could get those shots. And then Mandy Rose and the Toxic Attraction came out and said, you shouldn't cash in your contract on me because you're not going to win. And all that stuff. And then a brawl happened between Cora Jade and Roxanne with the Toxic Attraction. And then here comes Indy Hartwell doing forearm after forearm on Toxic Attraction. And then we heard it's official. Next week, we're going to have a 6-women tag team match. Toxic Attraction will verse Indy Hartwell, Roxanne, and Cora Jade. I hope they actually win. I'm getting sick and tired of Toxic Attraction winning the match. But Roxanne could cash in any time, right? It doesn't have to be a full match. She could cash in any time, right? It's like a Money in the Bank, sort of. But it's a contract, it's not a briefcase. I believe that's what Carmelo Hayes did. He cashed in when his opponent was hurt. I think that's how it is. It's like Money in the Bank is just NXT style. And they're not. It's not the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's a tournament. So I'm guessing it's like the Money in the Bank. It's just kind of different rules. No ladder match, just a tournament. And there's only you could cash in on any title, not just the world title. Like Money in the Bank could get the world title, not the United States or the Intercontinental title or the tag titles. I wish it does that. But yeah, Roxanne wins the match. Good job for Roxanne. And then a brawl happened. We will see what happens next. And then we heard that the Creed brothers will defend their NXT tag team titles. They weren't forced to defend it. They accepted the match against Malik Blade and Idris Anaf. I don't know his name. So yeah, those guys will be getting a tag title match. And Roderick Strong is not happy about that. And we heard the Joe Gacy's Druids will have their very first match next week on NXT 2.0 as well. Then we have Alba Fire versus Tatum Paxley. And the winner of that match... Oh, wait, never mind. We got Pretty Deadly versus Andre Chase. We were supposed to have a tag team match with that Bondi guy and Andre Chase, but Bondi guy got attacked in backstage. So the rest of the Chase U was checking on Bondi, while Andre Chase will wrestle by himself against Pretty Deadly. And of course, the winner of that match was Pretty Deadly in the handicap match. Then we have Alba Fire will be versing Tatum Paxley in a match. And the winner of that match was Fire. She gets the win, and then she helps up Tatum Paxley, shook her hand. She has some respect. She doesn't have a problem with her. So she walks out, and then she gets big booted by Lash Legend. Then we have our tag team match. It was Solo. Yes, now it's a tag team match. Solo has a partner, and it was Apollo Crews. And they will be facing Carmella Hayes and Grayson Waller in a pretty decent main event. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was Apollo Crews and Solo Sikoa getting the win for their getting the win, and now maybe Solo could actually get a shot of the North American title. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoying the new DLC. Yeah, we're all upset that no Nash Carter, but we understand some things that WWE does not like, so the fans are not gonna like it. But we can't. We had to understand some stuff here, okay? We had to understand. Like when they release some people, it's budget cuts. Some business has problems with money. During the pandemic, there's a lot of stores that was losing a lot of money because of the pandemic stuff. We all understand that. We all know that Naomi and Sasha Banks has to have some consequences by leaving because on their contract says they had to wrestle and they walked away. We all know that. We all know that there has to be consequences. And now there has to be a consequence with Nash Carter. Sadly, it's not because he's not suspended, he has to be released. But we have to understand that. Even AEW could do the same thing and people will get mad about AEW. People are mad because this AEW is doing this Battle Royal thing that somehow Jon Moxley automatically got into the Forbidden Door pay-per-view to become the interim world champion, but other people had to win an opportunity in a Battle Royal. So people are upset about that. We all understand, but there has to be some things. Maybe they don't want to make 2 qualifying matches. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe because maybe one guy is going to be not a former world champion and the other guy is going to be a former world champion. Chris Jericho has his own problems with Eddie Kingston. Kenny Omega is nowhere to be found. Hangman Adam Page just lost his title. Kenny Omega is injured. That's why he's nowhere to be found. But he's injured. We understand that part. But yeah, there's a lot of things, guys. It's a lot of things. But WWE is trying to do their best. Everybody's trying to do their best. I don't hate any of these wrestlers. I put AEW down a lot because I like the stories. I do like the wrestling, but they're not fighting for anything. They put people in random matches to be entertaining. But I want a story. Just like with Darby Allin and Kyle O'Reilly, they just put themselves in a match at Double or Nothing when there was no story, because the story was Kyle O'Reilly attacked Sting's leg. Where's the story? Was there a story in AEW Rampage? Because that's the only thing I remember, that he attacked Sting's leg and somehow Kyle O'Reilly and Darby Allin got a match in Double or Nothing. It was a pointless match. It was very pointless. You could put it on Dynamite. You could put it on Rampage. It will make more sense. Just like what WWE would do, they would put it on Raw or SmackDown. I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results, and we will find out who will face Jon Moxley at the Forbidden Door in July. Or June. Isn't it June? I think it's in June. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Tell us help. Bye!